want to tell you about Haziq because the decisions he made in the days immediately after one of the worst moments of his sporting life contain lessons that apply to every active person who has ever faced a serious injury. Haziq was 29 years old and had been playing competitive recreational badminton since secondary school. Fit, consistent, and completely uninjured across 12 years of regular club play. That changed during an unremarkable moment in the third set of a doubles match, a routine lateral lunge to reach a wide cross-court return. His right knee buckled inward with a pop audible to his partner on the other side of the net, and he was on the court floor within a second. The MRI 3 days later confirmed what the mechanism suggested: a complete anterior cruciate ligament rupture with partial medial collateral ligament involvement. His orthopaedic surgeon presented two options clearly: surgical ACL reconstruction, followed by 9 to 12 months of structured rehabilitation before return to sport, or conservative management through physiotherapy without surgery. For a 29-year-old wanting to return to competitive recreational badminton with its explosive lateral demands, the surgeon recommended reconstruction. Haziq agreed. What happened next? The 3 weeks between the injury and surgery turned out to be more important for his long-term outcome than he had expected. His physiotherapist introduced him to prehabilitation, structured rehabilitation in the window before surgery, designed to reduce swelling, restore preoperative range of motion, and preserve as much quadriceps strength and activation as possible before the procedure. The evidence behind prehabilitation for ACL reconstruction is consistent and clinically significant. Patients who complete a structured prehab program achieve better functional outcomes at 6 and 12 months post-operatively, return to sport testing faster, and have lower re-injury rates compared to patients who go directly from injury to surgery without preparation. The mechanism is straightforward. A knee that arrives at surgery with good voluntary quadriceps control and near full extension wakes up from the anesthetic with a more functional starting point for rehabilitation. Haziq spent 22 days doing daily prehab exercises, quadriceps sets, and straight leg raises to maintain quad activation, terminal knee extensions to address the last few degrees of extension lost with swelling, stationary cycling for general conditioning without knee loading impact, and progressive hip strengthening for the muscles that would carry the knee through the early post-operative phases. He arrived at surgery with full passive extension, minimal swelling, and a quadriceps that measured at 82% of the uninjured side on manual muscle testing, far better than it would have been without prehab. Post-operative rehabilitation ran across 4 structured phases over 36 weeks. Phase 1, weeks 1 to 4, swelling control through elevation and cryotherapy, restoration of full passive knee extension to match the uninjured side, and early quadriceps reactivation to counter the profound quad inhibition that surgical trauma produces. Phase 2, weeks 4 to 12, progressive strengthening through stationary cycling, pool walking, leg press, and Romanian deadlifts, combined with early proprioceptive work to begin rebuilding the neuromuscular control that the ligaments mechanoreceptors use to provide. Phase 3, weeks 12 to 20, sport-specific neuromuscular training, lateral band walks, lateral bounds, deceleration drills, progressive plyometrics from double leg to single leg, and badminton-specific footwork patterns at increasing speeds. Phase 4, weeks 20 to 36, systematic return to play preparation with progressive badminton training loads, formal return to sport testing, and psychological readiness assessment. That last element, the psychological readiness, is now recognized as a formal return to sport criterion in its own right. Studies tracking ACL re-injury rates have found that athletes who return to sport with high fear of re-injury scores have significantly elevated re-injury rates independent of their physical test results, and Haziq's physiotherapist screened for this explicitly before clearing him. At month 7, Haziq passed all objective return to sport criteria. Limb symmetry index above 90% on a battery of 4 hop tests, full pain-free range of motion, psychological readiness, score in the acceptable range, and the ability to complete a full badminton training session without any pain, swelling, or movement compensation. He played his first competitive match at month 9. In the 2 seasons since, he has not re-injured. His full recovery story and detailed program description in the link in the description.